but there was one I wanted to use now, and I just thought it would be difficult to translate. What it means, what I want to say is that when we speak, when a person speaks with one voice, it could be loud, it could be clear, the person could stand on top of the roof and shout as much as he or she can, and the impact will just be somewhat there. But when thousands in a particular profession gather to speak with one voice, to say, here we are, speaking with one voice, their impact is higher. People are likely to listen to them more. People are likely to say, yes, this is a group. And that is why AFLIA is reaching out to everyone, librarians all over Africa. Africa, like I tell people, Africa is not a country. Africa is a continent, different countries, different cultures, and so on. But we are Africans. And it's important that we all begin to speak with one voice in this sector so that our impact could be more. So that is why AFLIA is doing this, running this program of open days, so that all of us could get together, network better, be a part of AFLIA, and make a greater impact. Now, we have plenty of things lined up, but first of all, I'm going to call upon the Executive Director of AFLIA, Dr. Mrs. Helena Asamoah Hassan, to give us her welcome address. There's a reason why I call her the woman that makes things to happen, because whether you're strong, whether you're weak, whether you know it or you don't know it, when you work with Dr. Helena Asamoah Hassan, you must be strong and you must know it. Ma, you have the floor. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nkem, for your comments. Let's see whether Dr. Helena is that strong. Good morning, colleagues. Honestly, I'm very excited, to have the opportunity to speak with you this morning. And I'm more excited because the numbers I'm seeing really shows that we are really all out to work together, just like Dr. Nkem has said. It's been, to be honest with you, it's been very difficult for AFLIA to reach our colleagues in North Africa. Since 2014 that we have existed, we have tried several times, several ways to link up with our colleagues. And I'm so happy that today we are seeing a lot of you on this program. And I'm excited that it's not going to be the end, that we are going to continue to ensure that the whole Africa is covered, because AFLIA, that is the African Library and Information Associations and Institutions, is for the whole of Africa, African librarians. So when we have a difficulty in reaching North Africa, we are very sad. So I'm happy that today we have a good number of you, and I believe that after this program, that is when we will have you becoming part of us, and together we move forward. Yes. Secondly, I believe that most of you also are going through the issues we are going through from the other parts of Africa related to innovative services, related to the effects of COVID on our services. And I believe that this one is an opportunity for us to share and then compare what all of us are going to and move forward from there. I'm excited to see colleagues like Mahmoud, Dina, that for some time we have not met because of COVID. And I believe that there are still some additional ones whom this will be the beginning of our relationship, including Eman, Alwi, all of these colleagues. Yes, we've met on the global level, and we believe that it's good. Let us come back home and work together. I see that the topics to be discussed are very interesting, and I believe that you're going to continue. Please, let this not be only today. That is my plea. Let us link up. The network is very important to us, because if Africa must move as far as library and information services are concerned, we must have a holistic approach. And the holistic approach means that North Africa should be part of the rest. Thank you very much, and I believe you are going to have a good time today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you for the welcome address. Again, I wish to recognize librarians from Libya, Tripoli. Hello, Hassan, glad to have you here. We also have somebody from Tunisia, Egypt, Algeria. Then from other parts of Africa, we have Ethiopia, Ghana, and Nigeria. So we are glad to have everyone here. There was something that the executive director said on Monday that I wish to repeat. She said that, and she mentioned it somehow today, that there are some people that she has met or worked with, globally, but not inside Africa, and maybe met online or stuff like that. But next year, because AFLIA has her conference every 2 years. So next year, we are going to have a physical conference in Accra, and we are looking forward to having everyone there. So please just bear in mind that May next year, we will soon tell us the dates, but in May next year, we are going to have a conference in Accra, and it's going to be for librarians all over Africa, and it's going to be a wonderful meeting. Please ensure that you start to plan towards it. So now we are going to call on the first speaker. I've heard so much about her, and I've just seen her pretty face today. And today is really the first day I'm seeing the face. Tina is head of library sector and also the director of IFLA Center for Arabic Speaking Libraries, based at Biblioteca Alexandriana, Egypt. Apologies for that. She's also a certified IFLA trainer and associate leader. Her degrees are so many, her diplomas are so many, and she has worked in so many places. And in all this, we are happy that she's identifying with AFLIA today. We are happy that she's here with us today. So I wish to hand over to Dina now to talk about leading from the front, reinventing libraries, media and information centers for 21st century needs and realities. Over to you.
Thank you so much for the nice introduction, and it is really my pleasure getting to meeting all of you. Is your name Nakim? Am I pronouncing this correctly?
I'm good with it. The important thing I know is that she tried to pronounce my name. It's okay. It's good. Yeah.
Thank you, Nakim, and hope to see you more often. And we also hope to have IFLA conference this year physical, because I believe last year was not as interactive as every year, and we're not used to virtual meetings of IFLA. We wait for IFLA meeting every year to meet all our colleagues and make the best out of this conference, this very important conference. So I'm happy to be with all of you, and I would like to share the screen to start my presentation. I have prepared some few slides. Yes, screen share. You see the screen is shared. Everybody is okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. So the subject we are talking about today is really very interesting and very important. We are talking about the changes that libraries had to face due to first the new technologies emerging, and plus and in addition to that also what had happened, the lockdowns and the pandemic and all the struggle the whole world had to face, not only one country, which is really was a phenomenon, this that everybody had to face the same problem and the same challenge. So how libraries reacted to this big challenge was differed from one library to another and from one country to another. And I would like to share with you today some thoughts and some insights concerning the digital transformation and the new methods and new vision of libraries in the new in the future. So, okay. So where is the next slide? It's not moving, the slides. The slides are not moving. Okay. So why do we need libraries when we have Google? This is a question that we frequently hear these days, because this is why everybody's using Google just to search for any information, and they receive different resources and open source material. And this is why I felt that I should focus in my presentation on what makes libraries special and how different stakeholders can make the best use out of libraries. So not only resources, but also other aspects that I will be talking about. So let's start first on what do libraries offer. Libraries, first of all, offer a safe place for everyone. Libraries offer expansion, geographical expansion. You can find a library everywhere, either a school library or a university library or a public library in different areas. So libraries are spread all over the country, not like any other institution that is limited to one or two premises maximum. Libraries are well equipped with new technologies, with internet, with all facilities that people need for their studies and research. We have also skilled staff, with different backgrounds that help people in a friendly way without being so in different fields. So we have skilled staff. We have reliable and authentic resources. We do not use resources that are not authentic or not reliable. We care about the information that we provide to our users. We care about how accurate and how real and how authentic this information is, because this is the most important thing. So not like any other place that can offer information, or you find so many things on the internet that are not reliable and fake and full of rumors and full of things that really mislead the users and the readers. Libraries are also heritage safeguards. We preserve the country's heritage, and we, as libraries, have cover all the data for different years. We help the young people get to know about their past so that they can form their future. So this is also something that libraries only offer, and we don't find any other places or institutions that may offer these things as libraries. So this is briefly what are the key things that libraries offer in general. So I would like to move to the next idea, which is how did libraries evolve with time? So what is the old school of libraries versus the new school of libraries? So in the past, or in the old libraries concept, libraries were only places to hold resources for researchers and students. They they provided books, they had scientists, research, helped in preparing research papers, journals. They provide only resources for academic and for public use, as like a bookstore, or like a place that holds books and research papers, and just to help mainly students and researchers. So what about the new vision of libraries? What do new libraries do? I will state some key points of what libraries in this era, in this time does. But of course, we do much more than that. So if I talk about what libraries do, I can talk the whole day. So I don't want to be long. So still, we have the same old role of libraries, providing resources for researchers and students. This still exists, with, of course, some modifications due to new technologies and easier ways to approach the researchers, and new technologies on how to easily retrieve data and so on. Libraries now are social spaces for dialogue, interaction, and networking. Libraries offer various activities and various events where people can have a safe space to interact with colleagues from different backgrounds, from different countries too. Libraries keep direct and continuous connection with the users to update. It's important to be always updated, offer what's new, change our methods to become more effective and more interactive and appealing. Keep raising awareness. It's one of our key roles to raise awareness on different issues in life. Examples like health awareness during COVID-19. Libraries played a vital role in the society on raising awareness on the prevention, how to prevent the virus, what is actually the virus, and and how can we save ourselves and our loved ones, and what about the vaccines, different vaccines, different issues. We keep awareness on giving the society awareness on environmental sensibility, and how we should keep our environment green and safe for the new generations. We talk about tolerance and accepting differences, which helps in providing peace in the society. We talk about freedom of expression. We talk about information literacy, media information literacy. We keep the community aware with all things that help them follow what everyone is talking about, and also how they can culturally develop their minds and their attitude and their social networking properly. Libraries also help in professional development through a number of methods like trainings, courses, workshops, lectures, activities, and events. And during the COVID, we changed our methods from face-to-face to online, and we gave a number of methods, online methods that really were very effective, not only webinars, but also animated videos and introductory videos that help people be always updated. And they were very interesting methods that people really liked and appreciated from our side. Some libraries also provide makerspace with everything users may need, like 3D printers, tools, cloth material. You will find libraries helping. So we can consider libraries like a social partner, not like a place that only provides resources and books. We help the community get to know new learning methods. We help teachers and parents and students to be acquainted with the new learning methods and how to learn through fun experiments and how to make their educational phase easier and more appealing to the young generations. Libraries also provide diplomas and postgraduate studies with agreements with high-profile global institutions. We help parents in development in every aspect: education, health, economy. So we are partners. We are partners in development in all aspects, and we help governments and in their development plans. So when we talk about digital libraries, we also we hear these days this term more frequently, and it says that no one will be left behind. And we had here at the library a very interesting event with UNESCO with this slogan that no one is left behind. It's really important. And through this infograph, simple infograph that I got from and praise the digital era and the digital achievements and the technological achievements, we also need to know the disadvantages of going too deep into this towards this direction. So no doubt technology did a great job in information dissemination and helped develop methods that really helped during the lockdown and the pandemic. However, the physical interaction remains more favorable, and we saw statistics and studies that show that learning from digital device is less effective than learning from a printed device, and the face-to-face workshops and trainings are more effective also. And also the digital life keeps everyone isolated digitally. So you are isolated with your device, so you do not interact, and it really affected the social interaction between people, and social communication were really badly affected. So I believe it's always the intermediate solution would be better, would be the best solution. So hybrid between digital and physical would be also a better solution if we can consider that. So the choice is always yours. Make better use of libraries and their capabilities to be the first to benefit out of it. So people should start considering making the best use of libraries. We need to invite governments and decision makers to know more about our capabilities, what libraries offer, what libraries can help them with. We help help in all aspects of development. We can be strong partners for them in their development plans. Um, we help libraries develop their role by sending them. We should help libraries develop their role by sending them continuously feedback on the needs and comments on their services. So people should interact also with libraries, and feedback is always important. We should care about receiving feedbacks, continuous feedbacks from our users to develop our services and activities. We should support libraries everywhere and advocate for their important role in the society. We work really hard in our libraries, but we lack the marketing part. Yani, libraries do their work without really marketing about themselves, which is a very important thing that they really need to care about. Marketing is an important thing. People need to know all the time on how libraries help them in their lives and the important role libraries do in the society, in the play in the society. So we need to break the dull stereotype of libraries introduced through media and movies, because the new generation get to see glamorous jobs like doctors, engineers. But when they introduce librarians and libraries in media and movies, they introduce them in a very dull and outdated version. So they need to be very careful about this, because we need new generation with passion to libraries and passion to information and knowledge. So I was hopefully I was not too long and too detailed, and I'm willing to take any questions or any feedback from any of the audience if you have any. Thank you, and I leave the floor to Nikim.
Thank you very much, Gina. Thank you for that. I heard a lot of things, but one of the things that struck me, people still ask, why do we need libraries now when we all have Google? When libraries started, there was like a book famine. It was only the rich that could afford books. But now information is everywhere. You could get everything online. So why do we still need libraries? And the way you answered the question, that you raised, the old concept of libraries that we need to modify to get to the new, then I love your conclusion that librarians should help in breaking that old stereotype of libraries, as dull places, as seen in newspapers, magazines, movies, and so on. And this has built that perception over the years that are these institutions really important. You are saying that we should market ourselves more. We should be more forward in what in what we are doing. And can I add this too? Maybe add some more glamour, because librarians are really not dull people, and libraries are changing. The library space is changing. The practice of the profession is changing, and we need to bring this to the fore so that more and more people will understand that we are really still relevant in the general scheme of things. Thank you. If there are questions, please, people should write in the Q&A feature or write in the chat box. At the end of there's a time for Q&A, and she will be here to answer our questions. Before I introduce the next speaker, I want to acknowledge the presence of the Association of African Universities. We are grateful for this your being here and for streaming this this session on your TV. We are glad, we are happy to work with you in doing this. Africa is for all of us, and the earlier that the stakeholders in the education field work together for the good of Africa, the better, the better, the better for all of us. So we are really glad that you're here. Thank you for that. I wish to bring on the next speaker, Mahmoud Khalifa. I didn't hear that name until the executive director of AFLIA mentioned him, you know, and I read up on him. He's he's quite a big shot too, and we are happy to have him here. He's the president of Cybrarians, the Arabic portal of librarianship and information, of librarianship and information. He's also deep into the open access movement, amongst other things. I wish I could say more about you, but we are just happy to have you here, and we are glad that, oh, that's the face. Yeah, that's the image I saw too. Hi, Mahmoud. Glad to have you here.
Hi, Kim. How are you?
Over to you now. Yeah,
Yeah,
over to
thank
you
you.
now. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And hello for everyone. And I would like to start by saying thank you for AFLIA for inviting me for this wonderful event. Uh, I would like and thank you for your introduction to me. I would like to add that I am DOG DOAG or DOAG ambassador for Middle East and Persian Gulf area. Currently, I am a PhD student in Humboldt University in Berlin. I'm doing another PhD in Berlin. I already have one in Egypt. Um, uh, I'm sharing with you all this simple presentation about the topic of today, engaging stakeholders effectively in 2022. Of course, when we talk about um, attracting users or users to libraries in this year, we could not ignore COVID-19 uh, because all the world changed, all institutions overall the world have been affected by COVID-19. So let's keep the negative impact of COVID-19, and I will pick up just two positive aspects that became normal in our life after COVID-19. Online lifestyle, like we are doing now. I couldn't imagine myself participating in AFLIA if this event was not organized online. So the online events became lifestyle, even not only in business but in our normal life. The other positive impact of COVID-19 is a digital transformation. Um, Before before COVID-19, the digital transformation was an expression for entertainment. I remember very well my participation in IFLA conference in Poland. It was in 2017. I made a presentation in the IFLA president session. It was about digital transformation. At this time, it was a little bit new term, so it was not well known for everyone. And when I gave my short explanation about digital transformation, it was kind of entertainment. But now, after COVID-19, it's became a necessity. It's not an entertainment; it's a necessity. Um, Libraries uh, should adopt digital transformation strategies to be able to engage more users to library services. The digital transformation strategies should include both services that offered by libraries and policies as well. Uh, yes, okay. For services, I suggest, or I would like to just pay your attention to some services, key services that libraries can offer online remotely. For example, the digital reference service, the access to electronic resources, e-lending service, and remote events. Maybe someone say that this is very traditional services and already offered and provided by libraries since years. Yeah, okay, but we should remember that we are in developing countries. We are in Africa, and in North Africa, we are classified as developing countries. So some of those services still not exist in our libraries. For example, the digital reference service, it's working in United States since more than 20 years, but still not spread enough in our libraries in Middle East and even in Africa. So the other point, as I said, as I confirmed, that it's a necessity now. If some of those services were considered a kind of entertainment, but now the situation has been changed, and it is a necessity to implement services within the digital transformation. And as I consider myself one of open access activists, I consider the open access great. Open access will provide great opportunities to libraries and research institutions to engage more users within the digital transformation strategies. Open access can provide to us treasures, really treasures of information resources, and all of them available for free of charge. For example, we have on the global level, we have Directory of Open Access Journals, DOAJ, or DOAJ as they prefer to pronounce. which has more than 17,000 journal and more than 6 million articles. And the twin of Dwab, which is the director of open access books, which have, I can't remember how many books they have exactly, but they have a lot of free of charge books. And for the African effort in open access, we have a jewel, which is the African Journal Online platform, which provides hosting and free access to journals from overall the African continent. So it is really a wonderful resource for African research. And for North Africa, we have the Algerian Scientific Journal platform, which has about more than 700 of electronic open access scientific e-journals published in Algeria. And for Egypt, we have the Egyptian Knowledge Bank, which has a wonderful platform for all Egyptian journals. At the moment, they have about 750 open access journals. So those resources can be used by libraries, and libraries can develop them to provide wonderful, amazing, and strong research services for patrons. I hope libraries can implement some of the strategies I talked about to be able to engage more patrons and at least to keep their patrons. Thank you very much, and thank you for attending this presentation, and thank you again for AFLIA, and I will be happy to get any question you have. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mahmoud. Thank you for that. Thank you. I love this thing you said about digital transformation. You know, if any library you want to engage your stakeholders effectively in 2022, you must realize the fact that the online lifestyle is there, you know, remote information services, then the possibility of accessing electronic resources from so many areas, so that we can be in line, or we can be a part of the modern world, and not just that old dinosaur, you know, oh, they have old books there and stuff like that, but you know, to flow with what is happening in recent times. Sometimes the funding is a challenge, but I hope that when the questions come, you will help people understand how they can cope, even when they do not have sufficient funds for some of the aspects of digital transformation for libraries that you had mentioned. Thank you very much. The Q&A will come up later, but that notwithstanding, please, if you have any question to ask, you can use the chat feature, or you can use the Q&A feature on your screen. And now we want to call up on the North African rep in AFLIA's governing council. Maha has been a wonderful colleague, and she's going to explain something to us. What and why AFLIA is walking along that road, that path, is that if you don't say you are, nobody will say thou art. if we don't blow our own trumpets, if we are not proud of who we are as professionals, then people won't give us or ascribe much value to us. And that is why AFIA is embarking on this new thing to have a directory of library and information science professionals in Africa. And maybe with time we could make it, we could expand it to those two of African descent all over the world. But right now we are looking at who are these people that are library and information science professionals in Africa. Where are they? What are they doing? How have they excelled in this or that or that? Because we want to, AFLIA is interested in raising the value of professionals in the sector by increasing our visibility. I hope I'm making sense. So I call on Maha. Maha, over to you, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nikim. Madam Edie, dear colleagues and participants, good morning. It's a great pleasure to be with you today. And thanks for AFIA for the opportunity to participate in such an important event and be with all of you. Well, as Dr. Nikim said, today I'll be presenting to you one of the most recent and important projects that have been launched by AFIA recently, which is the Directory of Professionals in African Library and Information Science and Allied Institutions. So I'll start by sharing my screen. Just a moment. Okay. Well, can you see my presentation?
Yes, please go ahead.
Thank you very much. Well, to emergence of Web 2.0. As a result of these changes, some of new concepts have appeared in the domain of library and information sciences, and one of these concepts is networking. So networking became lately an emerging trend in libraries, and Dina has talked about networking and its importance in libraries actually. In fact, network a continent that contains that years and years ago talk in order that I may see you. AFIA tells you today, all of you librarian and information professionals speak through this project. Provide us with the necessary information so that we can see you and then get to know you. So why a directory of professionals? Recognize African librarian, archivist, and documentalist, compile their personal educational and work history, discover their research interests, output, and outstanding achievements. Just give me a moment to reshare my screen. Well, this is the interface of the directory. You can see it clearly. Okay, I assume this as yes. As a beginning, we have the introduction in 3 languages. And in fact, this directory, the questionnaire is available in 3 languages, English, French, and Portuguese. So as a beginning, we have the introduction in the 3 languages, where it's mentioned some of the information I've just mentioned. And then we have to click on OK, and then next. So at the beginning, you will choose the language that you prefer. Then we'll have a first section of general information. So your title, you're a professor, a director, your title, your surname, your first name, any other name if you have, gender, marital status. And as you can see that some of these questions are mandatory and some of them are not. So you can choose to the type of information that you would like to share with others. Date of birth, service status, if you are in active service, retired or other, your address, nationality, title of your current position, And in case you are retired, for example, you will choose other and then type not applicable. Your mother tongue and your working languages. Your email, so we can connect with you if you would like to share a photo, a picture of yourself. And also your hobbies, what you would like to, what you love to do, what interests you. This will be also important to share. It's not mandatory, but it's important. So you will be targeted in events that may interest you and so on. And then we'll pass to next, to the institutional information. So the name of your organization, name of the current department or division or unit, the address of your institution, and the institutional information are also very important. So your information will appear in the directory, and this will help us also to enrich our database of organization and institution. The location of your institution, the country, and the website and official email of the institution. The next section is about professional information. So you can give us a brief statement on the most current research or project you are working in. You can give us also a brief description of 5 of your projects and contributions to library and information science. And this is very important because here starts the sharing experience part. So you will give us a brief about your projects. We can call for you for events, for example. You will be targeted for the events that interest you and so on. You can share your information with who is interested. And in case that these projects are not available, you can just type none or not applicable, as this is one of the mandatory questions. The optional questions, sorry. No, it's mandatory. It's mandatory, yes. And then you will indicate your professional or research activities, interests, or area of expertise. And you have a long list of areas of expertise that you can choose the one that suits you. Or if the one that suits you doesn't appear in this list, you can check on other area and specify your area of interest. Then you will list your main professional and academic affiliations. So if you are affiliated to any professional associations like AFIA, for example, or any professional association, we'll be very interested to know this also. And it will help us also for the networking purpose. If you have recent conference papers, you can give us at most 5 paper. And then we move to the next part about education, experience, and awards. The first question in this section, you will provide us a description of your academic qualification. And kindly, we request you to follow the format listed as an example. So you will give us the qualification. It's a BA and MA. You are specialized in what? And the university and the dates of getting this certificate or qualification. Then you will provide us the education institutions that you have been enrolled in. And then you will give us a summary of your working experience in the last 5 years with dates. And if possible, and if you have received any professional awards, also we would love to know this, and you can give us a summary of your professional awards. The coming part concerns mainly the researchers who are librarian and researcher at the same time. So if you have publications, research outputs, you can give us 5 or your publication with links if this exists. And you can provide us your ORCID identifier, your social media accounts, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also the social media is a social network, so it goes with our objective. If it's not available, you can just type not applicable or none. If your CV is available online, you can provide a link to your CV or provide us a PDF of your CV. And if you have final words, you can include them in the last question. And then if we click on next, so the questionnaire is finalized and your information are recorded and can appear on the directory. Let me just in the last minute to show you how your information will appear. So I'll reshare my presentation. That's it. So as a result, we'll have a formatted version of the compiled database arranged alphabetically by country and within a country by surname that will be hosted on the AFLIA website. And finally, your information will appear as you can see on the screen. So we have your photo in case you have uploaded it or not, your name, your email, your profile, your publication, your education, affiliation, publication, and interest. So we'll have your profile as you can see. Well, I encourage all of you to fill in this questionnaire, to join us, and to be part of our directory so we can really communicate and get connected to each other. Thank you very much. If you have any question, I'll be happy to receive them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Maha. Thank you for that. Yesterday, while I was talking about this on Facebook, someone asked me if retirees can also fill it, and I said yes, that there are options for all of us. Are you still in active service, or you have retired, or you're even employed? That there are options for that. So it is really for everyone, and I believe that no one should be left out, or no one should miss out from this. While you were talking, I also realized that we have librarians from Sudan and from Syria, Damascus. So you're all welcome to this open day session. And then again, while we are talking about all this, you know, like we have said right from the beginning, AFLIA is for all librarians, you know, archivists and so on in Africa. And it's better, whatever you're doing, please don't be on the sideline. Make sure that you're a part of it, that you're deeply into it, so that you'll be able to say, yes, I'm a part of AFLIA. Yes, I can influence decisions, you know, that can affect the library sector in Africa and so on. So on this point, I wish to bring in the membership officer for AFLIA to explain to all of us, how do you become a member of AFLIA? What are the different types of membership available? How can we go around it? How can we get it? How do we get involved? So I call on Eunice. Hello, Eunice, are you here?
Yes, Dr. Ngam.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Let me share my screen. All protocols duly observed. Good morning, everyone. This is my presentation on why AFLIA membership, what my institution and I stand to gain. Here is my outline on my presentation. AFLIA in brief. The African Library and Information Association and Institutions, AFLIA, is the continental body of library and information associations and institutions. It is also known as the mouthpiece for librarians and library types in Africa. It actively pursues the interest of library information associations, library and library services, as well as the interest of librarians and information workers, with its mission to empower the library and information community to actively promote the African development agenda through dynamic services that transform livelihoods in Africa. AFLIA has both corporate membership and individual membership currently. AFLIA's membership spans across 38 African countries, and we have hopes on gaining more grounds for membership in Africa very soon. AFLIA has put in place subgroups that align with the special interest to all types of libraries in Africa, while facilitating membership mobilization for AFLIA. Under the sections in AFLIA, we have the academic libraries and library consortia section, library education and training institutions section, national library section, National Library Association section, parliamentary library section, and then the public and community library section. Under AFLIA membership, corporate and individual memberships are almost the same, have almost the same benefits, sorry. Individual membership is encouraged now for the following reasons. Some institutions complain of low budgets, and so they are not able to subscribe to AFLIA membership. Some libraries belong to parent institutions that do not recognize library associations as important to the development of their staff. Some heads of libraries who receive communication from AFLIA may not often disseminate information to all staff in their institution. Staff in these institutions have the following benefits: priority access to news and events by AFLIA and partners. AFLIA publishes and disseminates an insider newsletter every month called the AFLIA newsletter, which usually covers issues relating to the latest activities on AFLIA and invitations of AFLIA training, upcoming and ongoing library events, and opportunities available for the library information services in Africa. In between our monthly newsletters, news alerts are published and disseminated to make announcements or to remind members of imminent events. All this information is exclusive to our members. An individual member of AFLIA also stands to receive direct mail and updates periodically from AFLIA. Individual members can have exclusive access to our member-only space developed on the AFLIA website. They can also gain access to the membership directory to keep in touch with other fellow librarians. The next benefit is exclusive access to training and leadership programs by AFLIA. Among such leadership training programs are the African Leadership Academy, AFLAC. This is a leadership enhancement program for African library leaders at the middle management level. There is also the International Network of Emerging Library Innovators, Sub-Saharan Africa, INELI-SAF, which is a leadership program for upcoming librarians and information workers. The AFLAC and INELI-SAF programs, which are run by AFLIA, are member-only programs. We also host bi-monthly webinars and workshops. All these programs are aimed at enhancing the knowledge of our members and are geared towards producing seasoned library service professionals in Africa. The next benefit is the exclusive discounts to participate in paid events by AFLIA and partners. AFLIA conferences attract hundreds of library professionals in Africa and beyond, and creates a priceless platform for learning, idea creation, idea sharing, and networking. To us, access by our member institutions to our conferences is of premium interest. Hence, conference registration fees for member institutions can be significantly subsidized instead of paying the full package fee. For some of the in-person events and conferences by AFLIA and its partners, members can be given discounts at certain percentages at their registration fee, on their registration fees. One of the benefits is personal branding. Membership of AFLIA implies an insider status, thus having access to all other members through the AFLIA website's members-only online directory. One also has the opportunity to be enlisted in the AFLIA directory as an individual member of AFLIA. Once an individual becomes an AFLIA member, he or she can include in their signatures as such, for example, on their CVs, complimentary cards, etc. Another benefit is for managing your career with career development opportunities. AFIA, in collaboration with a rich pool of strategic partners, such as OER Africa, Wikipedia, Spark Africa, etc., provides other learning and networking opportunities. An important benefit of AFIA membership is one's exposure to other programs across the globe and will help connect with mentors or senior colleagues who can help in shaping one's career pattern. Another one is the unlimited access to professional development programs. For example, Wikipedia Enhancement Program. By default, a member of AFIA has access to all kinds of programs organized by AFIA. Another benefit is the ability to make your voice count. AFIA membership gives an exclusive opportunity for one to take part in decision-making, committees and working groups, and then other roles that help to achieve the mission and overall objectives of AFIA. Because you are a member, you have the right to attend general meetings, the right to take up positions and roles in the governing of AFIA, to stand up and be recognized instead of sitting on the fence and watching things go by in the African library sector. The next benefit is participation in relevant AFIA sections and working groups. AFIA member institutions have an exclusive right to attend annual general meetings, stand election for various positions in the association, become part of AFIA Council, and also to vote on related issues that shape the future of AFIA. AFIA often sets up certain working groups, sections, subcommittees. For example, the copyright group is an extract, the academic library section of AFIA. Another benefit is the exclusive access to partnerships, scholarships, and grants through AFIA networks. Recommendations from AFIA facilitates members' access to project partners, interventions, scholarships, and grants. AFIA has a lot of partners who from time to time roll out programs and call for people who can be suitable partners to work with. For example, AFIA's partnership with Commonwealth Canada availed us to give a number of about 4,000 participants slots in their scholarship program last year and in previous years. Priority was given to AFIA members first before others were considered. Another benefit is the leverage on the reach of AFIA. Certain associations correspond with AFIA to help promote their programs on the AFIA web and all other social media platforms of AFIA as a form of advertisement. So, on the shoulders of AFIA, their goals of executing their programs through to satisfactory outcomes can be met. In summary, these are the benefits of AFIA's membership. These are frequently asked questions. Frequently asked questions for corporate membership. How do I become a corporate member? By visiting the membership page on AFIA website, click on institution or association button to fill out the AFIA institutional membership form with all the necessary information about your institution, and then click send. After review of your application, a follow-up email will be sent containing an invoice along with bank details and e-payment links to facilitate payments. The follow-up email will also include a set amount predetermined based on the information you provided on your submitted membership form. Once you make the payments, a membership code is generated for your institution. Your membership code and payment receipt will then be sent to your email to confirm your membership. After this, your institution can be listed on our membership database and included on our mailing list. What are the requirements for corporate membership. Corporate membership requires the name of association or institution or other, the name and position of primary contact, the national association membership number, if any, postal address, city and country, province, state, origin, postal code, phone number, fax number, email address, website address, category list to select from for the kind of membership your institutional library may fall into, a signature, date, and stamp. How will my institution pay? How much, will my institution pay as membership fees? Is it annually? The amount an institution pays will depend on the category of membership. That's a library type. And in some instances, the number of members an association has, the number of employees a library has, or even the number of students a library has pertaining to academic libraries. And yes, institutional membership fees are to be paid annually. Here also are some of the most frequently asked questions for individual membership. How do I become an individual member? By visiting the membership page on AFLIA website, click on individual membership button to fill out the AFLIA individual membership form with all the necessary information about yourself and click send. After review of your application, a follow-up email will be sent containing an invoice along with bank details and e-payment links to facilitate payments. The follow-up email will also include your membership fee for the year. Once you make the payment, a membership code is generated for you. Your membership code and payment receipt will then be sent to your email to confirm your membership. After this, you'll be listed on our membership database and included on our mailing list. What are the requirements for individual membership? We would require the name of the individual, employment status, either employed, retired, self-employed, etc. Name and address of workplace. If one is a member of a National Library Association, yes or no? Name of the Library Association, postal address, city and country, province, state, origin, postal code, email address, phone number, Skype address, if any, website of institution where the person works, signature, date, and stamp. How much do I pay as an individual membership fee? Is it annually? The individual membership fee is $50 US. Yes, it is to be paid annually. My institution is already a member. Do I still need to become an individual member? If yes, why? Yes, one can still become an individual member of AFLIA, even when one's institution is already an AFLIA member. Because some institutions complain of low budgets and so are not able to subscribe. Some libraries belong to parent institutions and do not recognize library associations as important to the development of their staff. Some heads of libraries may not often disseminate information to all staff members. For example, in the operational structure of AFLIA, we work with the contact persons who may choose to disseminate information, news and information exclusively at their own discretion and pace. Their timing may not be favorable to the individual's interests. As an individual member, will I be eligible to vote during AFLIA General Assembly? An individual member can nominate people to serve on committees and library sections. They can also be nominated to serve on committees and library sections too, but they cannot vote as of now. Eligibility to vote can only be determined by directives from the AFLIA Governing Council. So we draw the following conclusions from my presentation. Individual membership in AFLIA is now open. Thus, going forward, top priority will be given to members of both individual and corporate membership for all programs and activities of AFLIA. Individuals may enter into membership of AFLIA, provided they have met the basic requirements on the AFLIA individual membership form. Library and information institutions may enter into membership of AFLIA, provided they have met the basic requirements on the AFLIA corporate membership form. This is a good opportunity for everyone to become a member. We would appeal to everyone here not to be left out of the vast opportunities that AFLIA can provide. For more details, write to us at membership@aflia.net. Thank you all for listening to my presentation.
Thank you very much, Eunice. Thank you for that. I'm sure that people will have questions because for the past 2 days, you've been having questions on membership because people want to be clear, how do they become members of AFLIA? Because it is always better to be inside of a thing to understand it better than to be outside and feel that nobody wants you. So we are looking forward to questions on how to become a member, individual or institution, a member of the AFLIA. So while people are still writing their questions, I call on, is it Michael or Stanley, to do a practical demonstration of the process of how to fill the form for membership. Thank you very much. Michael or Stanley?
Hello, good morning and afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone can hear me. I'm doing this presentation following up on what the membership officer of AFLIA just did. Let me just share my screen. So my duty is to demonstrate. I think Eunice has given a lot of information about how to be a member and some of the benefits of membership and all. We just want to show people the process of membership in a more practical way because AFLIA has recently realigned and streamlined a couple of the membership processes, and it's important that we bring this to the notice of everyone. So on the homepage of AFLIA, there is a tab you would see membership that has membership subscription, membership fee, membership application, database, and benefits. All you have to do is to click on the, when you put the cursor on the membership application, you would see for associations and institutions, or what we call the corporate membership, and then for individuals. So depending on the category, if you are completing this form on behalf of your institution, then you have to click on this link. If you are applying for membership as an individual or in your own capacity, then you address this and a couple of other things. You also indicate which category you belong to. There's a long list of types of institutions. So if you're a regional library association, you indicate. If you're a public library, you indicate. If you're a library in the diaspora, you let us know. And then at the bottom, we would need for you to confirm that the information you have provided is valid and accurate, and that and then we also have some terms and conditions for you to agree to. So for each of the two, you must agree before you click on submit application. If you do not do for any of these, your application will fail to come. Until you do that, it will stay on your page. And it's important for us to get that clear. The only difference between the institutional and the individual membership, of course, this one you're doing it in your own capacity. So every information is directly relates to you as an individual and some of the things you do, your employment status, the organization you belong to, whether or not you are part of a national library, all of that is there. So after you complete the form and then you click on submit, you are going to receive, like Eunice said, an email, and that email you would receive that from as, and it will explain or it will confirm that we have received your application. And this is an example of an institutional application. So we receive your application for this particular institution, and then we would explain to you that we would come back to you after review to give you further information. And what happens is that we review your information based on what is there, and then once it is approved by the Secretariat, we send an invoice for payment of membership fee. And like Eunice explained, depending on the institution that you belong to, your registration or membership fees are set. And then if you're a member, of course, an individual member is already fixed. So you would get an invoice like this. And in that invoice, we have the option of paying either by a MasterCard or a Visa card. That's an electronic payment system. And then if you want to use the SWIFT account, or if you want to use a SWIFT transfer, you can also do by taking the details of of our bank and then doing so. This is the link for the online payment, and every invoice will have that in there. So you have the option to decide which medium you want to use for the payment. Now, once you make the payment, we send you another email. After we verify that your payment is successful, we send you another email. And this is an example of that email that you're going to receive. The email will have the receipt of your payment as an attachment with your name, and then your AFLIA membership code, which will identify you as a member of AFLIA. And this you can quote anywhere, wherever you go, or in any of our programs that would require for members to tell us their membership code. And that is the process. Once we receive this receipt, that is it. We, on the other hand, would add you to the list of members on our directory, and you would begin to receive emails and updates from AFLIA to your mail directly. So this is essentially the process. You go, by way of summary, you go to the AFLIA link or the AFLIA website under membership, and I'm going to share all these links with everyone in a follow-up email with all the details, along with every other information that has been shared today. You complete the form. Once you submit, you will receive a confirmation email that we have received your form. We review it, and upon approval by the Secretariat, you would receive a follow-up email which has an invoice to the amount that you have to pay and the details of payment, whether you want to do an electronic payment by card or MasterCard, or you want to do the SWIFT transfer. And once you do that payment, and we could verify from our end, we send you another email that has the receipt as I have shown you. So this is the process now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Stanley, for that. Now is the time for Q&A, questions and answers. If you've not written your own, please hurry up and write in the chat, in the chat room, or the Q&A, or you click on the Q&A button on your screen. Let me start from there. Somebody had asked a question. Let me open it. Yeah, so somebody asked a question. The person is an anonymous attendee, and the person says, if AFLIA is made up of member institution, what has an individual got to do an AFLIA, an international body, when one is not a member of the national, is not a member at national level? How is she or he cannot be accountable at the international level? Charity begins at home, is being said. Walk through your institution or association. So this person is asking, why do we need to have individual membership? Please, Eunice, can you answer?
Yes, please.
Yeah, thank you.
I would say In individual membership gives librarians and information workers in the library and library information services exclusive access to training, leadership programs in AFLIA, and a wide range of other services. Especially when an institution may not have given certain information. For example, maybe when we, AFLIA, we give information to certain institutions about programs coming in. They may choose, the news might not get to them early for one or two reasons. So, and then the timing may not be favorable for the librarian's interests, yes. There comes to play the individual membership. It comes in handy. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Let me also say something here too. When I remember that we had discussed an aspect of this with the national, the president of some national library associations, and they too asked this kind of question when we met them about the directory. And if you look at it, that's why in one of the spaces there it says, which national association do you belong to? What's your, is it association number or something like that? Because AFLIA believes that, yes, start at home. Be a part of your National Library Association. That is like basic one, the first step. Then join this international body on your own so that you can gain more access to information, to training and other things. Because we've seen it over and over and over again. Somebody is the head of a department of, let's say, in the library school. The person gets down. Okay, the person makes the department to be a member of AFLIA. The person steps down. The person doesn't hand over the details to whoever is that comes after him or her. So when letters are sent, it goes to just one individual. It doesn't circulate. People miss out a lot because of this. And also, we've seen it, especially, let's say, when the head of a library retires, and that information, the interactions with AFLIA is not handed over. That hampers the growth of many librarians. Sure, be a member of your library association at home. Then also join AFLIA so that you can have a say, so that you can be a part of what is happening in the continent. Don't limit yourself to just being within your borders. Because like Mahmoud said, digital transformation has made it possible for libraries to go across boundaries. So don't hem yourself in because you feel, oh, I belong to this one. I shouldn't also be here. So I think that answers the anonymous attendee. I wish that you told us your name so that if there are further questions, if you're not clear about what we answered, we can continue the conversation. Thank you. Then Maha, this is for you. Tafi from Sudan will want you to assist in helping to translate. Hello, Maha, can you hear me?
Yes, Dr. Nakim.
Yeah, Safi from Sudan will need assistance in translating the directory survey into Arabic. So please, you can reach out to him so that you can help him and others like him, get it in Arabic. Presently, AFLIA has 3 languages as the official languages, but in this world, nothing is permanent. Things change. So I believe that with more North Africans in AFLIA, you can raise the pressure to consider Arabic as a language that AFLIA might adopt, you know, through the council, because it's not the secretariat, we do not have such powers. Then I also saw that I did not recognize somebody from Morocco. So the countries that attended this open session day are from Libya, Algeria, Egypt, Tunisia, Morocco. That's from North Africa. Then we also have somebody from Syria. Then we have somebody from Algeria. We have somebody from Ghana, and then Nigeria and Ethiopia. So thank you, everyone. Do we have any more questions? Please allow me to check if we have any more questions.
Hello, Dr. Ken. I would like to say a few things in addition to what you said and what Eunice said.
All right,
concerning the question.
Doreen. Yeah, please
yes.
go on. Yeah.
I recall that Eunice made a statement, or while she was making the presentation, there was a portion that said that there are some institutions whose heads are not interested in anything library associations. Such heads may not be librarians themselves, but they may be overseers of libraries in their institution, but they may not be professional librarians. And so they may not be so much interested in anything library association to pay for the institution to be part of AFLIA. We, as part of the individual membership, we are saying that those who fall under such institutions, one, can register as library associations. Again, for instance, I'll take Ghana Library Association because I am a Ghanaian. If Ghana Library Association is a member of AFLIA, look at Ghana, we have 16 regions. I may be in some village somewhere, and before communication gets to me from the Library Association, it may take long. If there is anything, the association will always reach out to people who are very active in the association. And sometimes those who are not so active and they are far away, they may not even get some communications. The reason behind this individual membership is to also encourage people to come out of their shelves, one, and then to also make them active. You can be, we are not saying you shouldn't be a member of your association, library association, yes, be. But if you think that you are not getting the required attention, or you are not getting the first-hand information that you need, because sometimes before you get the information will be too late. You need the first-hand information as a librarian to make decisions. And so you join AFLIA, and then you get it directly from AFLIA to your mail. So these are some of the reasons why we have also opened. In fact, not that AFLIA decided to open the individual membership per se, but members requested for it. It was a constant request. It was something people were sending emails, sending WhatsApp messages, and calling for to ask for such membership, individual membership. The individual membership was approved during our last AGM. Members at the AGM approved the individual membership. So AFLIA, yes, we listen to our members, and we think that if the members are saying that, yes, let's have individual membership rolling so that those who need to be part of AFLIA can be part of it. Thank you very much for the time. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Please, Safi made a correction that he's from Libya, not from Sudan. Sorry for that. Apologies for that. So I have checked. I don't see any other questions here, but I believe that we'll have the presentations of Mahmoud and Dina, so that it will be sent to all the attendees so that we don't forget the things we learned. Like Dina said, we need to break that dog stereotype of libraries propagated through the media and movies, and know that libraries are much more than that. And Mahmoud talked about the digital transformation that libraries must key into. And Mahat told us about the directory, Eunice and Stanley about how to be members of AFLIA. So in the absence of no questions, I think that we are bringing this session to an end. And I wish to express our gratitude to the Executive Director, AFLIA, for being here with us. Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Dina, for speaking to us. Thank you, Khalid. We heard the two of you loud and clear, because times are changing, and if libraries refuse to change, we become like the dinosaurs that got extinct. So with the things we've heard today, we believe that librarians will begin to think more how to move from that old concept of libraries to a modified one that takes in what's happening around the world, COVID-19, the digital world, etc. So, and thank you also to Eunice and Stanley. So, and thank you to everyone that joined us today from Libya, Sudan, Morocco, Algeria, Egypt, Tunisia, Ethiopia, Ghana, and Nigeria. Please also remember, if it's possible, to let people that speak French know that we are going to have this session in French this afternoon, because not everybody in North Africa speaks English. And AFLIA is conscious of that. So thank you everyone for being here. Somebody is asking how many of us were present in today's session. Give or take, say 40, because some people came in and some people left. And this session, it was entirely for North Africa, and the one in the afternoon will be again for North Africa, but that doesn't stop anyone from breezing in and knowing what we are talking about, because it's all about open days, you know, we are open. So thank you everyone, and bye. Oh, wait, I see a question.
Yeah.
All right, somebody is saying, my question for today is that we need a list of registered member organization and institution in order for us to know if ours is registered or not. We have a database on AFLIA's website. Please, Stanley, can you quickly put up the link? We have a database. Yeah, have you done that?
No, I'm coming. If I just want to show that quickly, and then if the presentation I made was being followed, you would notice that under membership there was another tab that says membership database. So if at any point you want to be sure that whether or not your institution is a registered member, and the membership on the AFLIA website, you would see right below membership application, there's a membership database. You can click on that, and then you would see the list of members, current members of AFLIA. Thank you very much.
And also, I wish to point out that your name may be there, or the name of your institution as registered, but you know, we do not remove the names of people that are not paid up. But that does not mean that you have the rights and privileges of being paid up. What do I mean? Let's say that you registered 4 years ago and you've not paid your annual dues for 3 years or so. When it is time for election, because that is critical, because elections are next year in AFLIA, don't be surprised if you will not be allowed to vote because you're not a paid up member, even though your name is there in the database. I hope I made myself clear. Thank you very much. I don't think we have any other questions here. No, we do not. And the link to the database is now in the chat box. So thank you everyone for being here today. And we look forward to having more people from North Africa that speak French in the afternoon. Bye, have a lovely day.
Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah,
bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.